the makeup of the new cabinet is expected to emerge throughout the day. On Wednesday, Antonis Samaras was sworn in as Prime Minister. His centre-right New Democracy Party has formed a coalition with the Socialist Party PASOK and the smaller Democratic Left.
At last, Greece has an elected Prime Minister, centre-right leader Antonis Samaras, sworn in after agreement with his arch-rivals to form a coalition. His first task, to try to renegotiate this near-bankrupt country's bailout agreement. After weeks of paralysis, Antonis Samaras is starting a new phase in Greek politics, one that's just as fraught as before. He's formed a new coalition which is trying to project itself as representing a broad consensus of people. It's an uneasy alliance. PASOK, the Socialist Party, decimated at the polls for its past role in agreeing to austerity, and Democratic Left, a small party that wanted a reversal of harsh changes to labour law in exchange for its support. Democracy is a Greek word, yet this country, by tradition, isn't used to a change of government that involves a coalition. And the political ground has shifted dramatically, with Syriza, a far-left party, coming from virtual obscurity to within a whisker of winning an election. It says no one should trust the new government's ability to get the drastic changes needed in its austerity programme.
If you reduce your annual public expenditure to the levels of Colombia, for example, then you must expect it to become a society like Colombia, with criminality and petty theft rising, and with desperate people committing suicide.
With factory closures, record unemployment, and the failure of small businesses, Samaras and his coalition need to get big changes in the bailout terms.
If the success rate of both Bailout 1 and Bailout 2 is extremely low, I think that in itself acts as an incentive to Mrs. Merkel and our other Northern European friends to change the mixture of economic policy which is being applied.
The Samaras coalition will send its opening demands to an EU foreign ministers meeting on Thursday. They're expected to include calls for more borrowing, extending the deadline for fiscal targets, and cutting down on austerity, with moves encouraging growth.
The new Prime Minister says things can only get better from here.
With God's help, we'll do everything we can to get the country out of this crisis as soon as possible. I will ask the new government, with hard work, to offer the Greek people tangible hope.